It's 8:30. Good morning. I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. Williamtown residents say there's nothing new in the latest warning from federal health authorities about PFAS. They're urging residents to avoid exposure to toxic firefighting chemicals. However, locals say the advice just confirms what they've been saying for some time now, that they shouldn't be living in the area. It comes as Defence is about to provide an update to residents on the latest efforts to clean up the PFAS contamination with a community walk-in session at the Murrock Cultural Centre from 3 until 7 p.m. Newcastle Police are reaching out to Stockton residents this morning as they try to solve the suspected murder of Anna Bay man Stephen Fenwick. They've set up a mobile command post in the car park of the shops on Mitchell Street, handing out leaflets with information and photos of the missing man. The 33-year-old was last seen walking with a woman at the corner of Fullerton and Meredith Streets in the early hours of January 31. Detectives hope the renewed efforts will yield fresh information about Mr Fenwick's disappearance. Supporters of Kathleen Folbig say they haven't given up hope of having her released. The 52-year-old failed in what appeared to be her final bid for freedom when an inquiry into her convictions upheld her 25-year sentence for killing her 4 children at Singleton. New South Wales Attorney-General Mark Speakman has been forced to defend ordering the inquiry, which has been criticised as a waste of time and money, saying justice needed to be served if there was a chance Folbig had been wrongly convicted. Supporter and good friend Tracy Chapman has told 9 News it's hoped newly sworn-in New South Wales Governor Margaret Beazley will consider all the evidence when she reviews the report on the inquiry.
It's the Governor who finally has to sign off or dismiss the petition.
A man is recovering in the John Hunter Hospital after being hit by a semi-trailer at Heatherbrae. Police say the man stepped off the curb into the path of the truck on the Pacific Highway around midnight. He suffered suspected multiple fractures and lacerations and was taken to hospital in a serious but stable condition. Police say thankfully the truck wasn't travelling quickly, otherwise the man may have been killed. The Hunters boaters are being reminded of the importance of properly fitted navigation lights on vessels, particularly during the darker months. Navigation lights are required to prevent collisions and must be used on all vessels from kayaks to sailboats. Boating safety officers conduct early morning and late night patrols, and fines can reach up to $5,500. Mark Hutchings from New South Wales Maritime says the laws are in place for the safety of those on the water.
Stay safe and have your lights on so you can avoid hazards and exercise good judgment. We just want to remind boaters to keep a proper lookout, particularly when the visibility becomes limited or reduced.
2NURFM Sport.
Knights centre Jesse Ramian has been given the chance to reprieve himself after his performance in the 48-10 defeat against Sydney Roosters last weekend. The 22-year-old was guilty of lacking effort during plays and his right-edge defence was exposed. Knights centre Kurt Mann is still recovering from his sternum injury but is hoping to win this week's game against the Tigers.
I don't really know where we're sitting on the table. It's not something I look at a lot, but I think every game is a must-win, especially towards this end of the year.
Central Coast Mariners have defeated Charlestown 5-0 in last night's friendly at Lyle Carr Oval. Although missing several players due to injury and illness, the Mariners led 2-0 after the first 30 minutes. The Central Coast team is gearing up to play against Maitland at the end of July in their round of 32 FFA Cup match. And Lake Macquarie's Rhiannon Ifland has won the gold medal in the women's 20-metre platform diving at the FINA World Championships. The defending champion won the final round with a .15 difference over Mexican competitor Adriana Jimenez. And the winning numbers in Oz Lotto are 23, 25, 30, 4, 9, 15 and 37, and the supplementaries are 42 and 24. 2NURFM News Time, 26 to 9.